What's going on, y'all? It's Athletes Culture coming at you with another video. So the NBA is really trying to fight tooth and nail not to give Trae Young his deserved respect in dubbing him this year's NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the 2018 draft, might I say, is one of the best drafts in a very long time. You have the likes of Luka Doncic, Marvin Bagley, DeAndre Ayton, Jaren Jackson Jr., but most importantly, Trae Young, who should have been the number one pick. I mean, Trae's been playing phenomenal this season, averaging 18 a game with 8 assists and 4 rebounds to follow. I mean, at one point, I think he still holds that. I'm not too sure, but he was the leading scorer in the NBA after the All-Star break. I mean, that's phenomenal for a 20-year-old rookie. He's going to be a franchise cornerstone player. I mean, as he should be in a lottery pick, but this guy is the real deal. And a lot of times he gets the comparisons to Steph Curry. Sometimes I've seen a blend of Steph Curry and Mike Bibby. I can see that. But, I mean, I think his closest comparison is Steve Nash. But I will go to say this. Trae Young is better than Steve Nash. Better than Steve Nash. And will be better than Steve Nash. Have a better career than him. I mean, if everything... He has a trajectory. Well, no one knows tomorrow. But he's on trajectory to be better than Steve Nash. In my humble opinion. And... one thing I will go on to say is this. He's the best point guard in the NBA 25 years or younger because he is more craftier than D'Angelo Russell and Lonzo Ball and De'Aaron Fox. He doesn't necessarily have the size or the athleticism of those, but what he makes up for it with his shot making ability and his creation just makes up for so much of his lack of athleticism. And I don't want to say lack of athleticism because he doesn't really lack athleticism. He just doesn't have the explosiveness we see in guards today. Everybody's looking for the John Wall quickness or the explosiveness of a Russell Westbrook. But people really undermine the craftiness of a point guard like a Trae Young. And I think those type of players last longer and are really suitable in helping a team win. I mean, if a player isn't dunking or jumping out the gym, everybody just assumes that player is no good. But that isn't necessarily the case. People need to watch the game and see the magnetism Trae Young has. Defenses are always honed in on him, always watching for him because he's a threat in every aspect of the game. He can score at all 3 levels. And he's going to be able to get somebody going too. So players really love playing with Trae Young. I mean, really, really love playing with Trae Young. John Collins can even attribute a lot of his success that he's having this season to Trae Young. So definitely a big time free agent will eventually come over to Atlanta. And I think by that time, if not even sooner, people will come around and say Trae Young is the real deal. Probably, but I think by then he'll be the best point guard in the NBA. That's just my opinion. And this is coming from a Laker fan. Atlanta really has a great player in Trae Young. I really wish Trae Young was on the Lakers right now. Though I love Lonzo. I like him. Lonzo's second. I think I put Lonzo second. But Trae Young, man. Whew, that guy. He's something he's gonna be great. But the NBA, I mean, a lot of the scouts out there or the agents out there who really promote the European player for whatever reason, I don't know, they have this bias that Luka is somehow better. And I will give Luka Doncic his credit. He has put on he started off the season hot. He put on a great show, but for this second half of the season, this has been Trae Young all day, every day, twice on Sunday. I mean, it's ridiculous to say otherwise. I mean, just recently he recorded his first triple-double where he had 23, 10, and 11. All right. And that was, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think they were able to pull it off against the Nets. Yeah, they lost 114 to 112, but that was still a great game. Still a great game for a rookie. And, I mean, the sky's the limit for this guy. Sky is a limit. He's gone against all odds. I think what people who criticize him lack the understanding is that this guy played in the toughest conference in college basketball, the Big 12, and he led the nation in scoring and assists. He led the nation in scoring and assists in the toughest conference in Division I basketball. And I get it, Lucas played against grown men, but what Trae did isn't something that people do every day. Because if it was that easy, everybody will be doing it. And it's not. So Trae Young, I mean, look, definitely by next season, Atlanta will be in the playoffs. I can bet my bottom dollar on that. Barring any injury, Atlanta will be in the playoffs due to this kid, Trae Young. He will take them to the promised land, you know, sometime in the future, but for next year, they'll be in the playoffs for sure, for sure. It's just unfortunate that the NBA media just has their bias and they have their favorites where they are just doing everything they can to just undermine him. I mean, at times you see them try to promote Colin Sexton above Trae Young, and I'm like, are you kidding me? In all respect to Colin Sexton, I mean, the kid gives 110% effort. He's all effort, tough kid, but he is not in the same class as Trae Young. Trae Young is head and shoulders better than him. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Trae Young, I mean, already is the best point guard in the NBA and arguably could be the best player 25 years and younger. Well, actually not close because he's not better than Giannis. But for point guard, he has that close. He has that locked down. He is the best point guard 25 years and younger. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Till next time.